Are you ready to have a strong quarter? Then this video is for you. In this video, I will break down some of my tried and true strategies, which I use for myself and for my clients, so that you could have a purposeful, a meaningful, a productive, and a quarter that's full of progress. Now, I don't know about you, but I find that the first 3 months of the year, it just flew by so quickly. And maybe you're feeling a little overwhelmed because some of the things that you would have planned to do, you probably didn't get the opportunity to do it. So I'm here to help you do a little bit of a reset so that you would have an amazing quarter. So the next 90 days, you're going to blow the waters. And while I'm referring to quarters, whatever time you come across this video, these tips will help you because they are tried and true. And as I mentioned, I use it with myself and with my clients. So you're in for some good stuff. So as usual, grab your pen, grab your paper, take some notes, and let's get started. And to remind you of who I am, my name is Prudence Williams-Laborde. I am a success coach. I am an author. I am a Jesus girl. I love my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and everything I do, I ensure that it's aligned to his word. So, as per usual, I have my notes, so I won't miss a beat. And remember to like, subscribe, and share. Sharing is caring. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So are you ready? Let's go. So point number one, review and reflect. Before you move further into going into a planning craze for quarter two or for whatever other period, you want to stop. You want to pause and spend some time in reflection. And I have a journaling prompt for you. What lessons did I learn in this quarter? And I want you to spend some time talking to God, talking to yourself, and I want you to write freely. What lessons, when you look back, what are some of the lessons that you are taking with you? And I have another prompt that just came up. What am I going to stop doing? And here's another prompt. What am I going to start doing in this new quarter? So what are the lessons? What I'm going to stop doing? What I'm going to start to do? And the fourth one is, what am I going to continue to do? So what are the lessons? What I'm going to stop? What I'm going to start? What am I going to continue to do? Even asking God, what are some of the things you wanted me to do that I ignored? Sometimes we are so focused on what other people are doing, what other people are saying, what other people are thinking. But the most important opinion that we should consider is God's. What is God saying? What have he said that we're ignoring? So spend some time in reflection. And this is a foundational step. This is going to allow breakthrough. This is going to allow us to see opportunities, possibilities, and it would encourage us to go forward. Spend some time in reflection. Point number two is get clarity. So after you would have spent some time in reflection, define what success looks like for you. What does success look like for you? Is it, if you're an entrepreneur, getting new clients? If you're a student, getting A's, taking new classes, taking new courses? If you're a stay-at-home mom, creating a new schedule so that you could do some self-care, plan some vacations? What does success look like for you? Not for other people, but what it looks like for you. How are you going to grow personally for this quarter? So after you've spent some time in reflection, you now want to get clarity. What does success look like for you? And the first two steps is really spending some time with yourself, spending some time with God, and just allowing the thoughts and the ideas to flow freely. Yeah. So take your time, reflect, and gain some clarity. And point number three This is where we're going to start to do some work. It's planning and prioritizing. Now, I always tell my clients, I don't believe in balance. I believe in priorities. And this is where you need to really sit down. And when you look at where you really want to go, and you now need to decide how you're going to get there. There are some things, as we did in the reflection, you're going to have to stop doing. And there's some goals you will need to drop. And I always recommend that we do at least 3 goals every quarter. So when you look at all the things that you want to do and all of that in your reflection and clarification exercise, what are the top 3 goals that you want to focus on? Is it writing a book? Is it starting a new stream of income? Is it going on your vacation? Is it doing a particular course? Whatever it is, we need to select just 3. Sometimes when you look back at the previous quarter, it may be because you had too many things on your list. So there's a technique, I can't remember, oh my gosh, I'm seeing his face, but I just can't remember his name. He has a technique. Write down 25 things you want to do, and then scratch off 20. And the 20, you're going to forget about it. If you want to do it at another time, fine. Scratch off the 20, only focus on the 5. So I believe, some people say 3 to 5, I believe 3. 3 is manageable. And even if you want to break it up even further, 1 goal per month in the quarter. Because life be lifing, and you want to focus on what's most important. And here's a hack. You may want to, you're probably deliberating like, how am I going to choose just 3? This is so hard. But let me tell you, a hack that I use and I share with my clients. Think about what are the things would move you closer to your dream life? What are the things that will move you closer to the life that you love? What are the 3 things that will move you closer to that vision that you have for yourself and what God has placed in your heart? So just focus on the 3. And while you're doing the 3, if you have the capacity to do more, fine, you add in one other, you add in another, max 5. But I challenge you, focus on the 3. And when you focus on the 3, then you want to break out each and every one of them into what are the tasks within that goal. And then you're going to look at how you're going to filter in these tasks into your weeks and into your days. So that's why less is more, because while you have the 3 goals, there are tasks within those goals that you need to get done, right? So think about what's important. Think about the vital few. Drop the trivial many. Rule of 3. When you look at those 3 goals, what are all of the things that I need to get done to achieve this goal? And then when you list out, say you have goal number 1 and there are 10 things you need to do, how am I going to place these 10 things into my weeks and into my days? Because that's where now you're going to be intentional. And you're going to put those items, those 10 items into your calendar as reminders, into your phone, setting alarms, so that it would remind you of the things that you need to do for these 3 goals. Again, focus on the vital few, drop the trivial many. Yeah. So let these 3 be non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. When things come up, when other requests come your way, always draw reference to these 3. Whatever tasks somebody asks you to do, is it going to move me closer to the 3 goals? Or is it going to push me further? And that would help you in your decision making. So just a quick recap. We want to reflect. We want to get clear. Then we want to decide what we want to do through prioritizing top 3. And then we're going to plan. We're going to break it out. And we're going to fit those tasks into our days, weeks, and set reminders. Yeah? And number 4, we want to set up systems for success. I kind of touched on this already, right? And tools that I personally use, I use Google Calendar, I use Trello, and I use Trello also with my clients. And Trello has a beautiful way of laying out. It's a beautiful visual representation of laying out tasks in a nice projectized way. I also use Notion in some of my daily tasks, and I also use Notion as my virtual diary. Yeah, so there are different tools and techniques to kind of help us bring together our goal. It helps it become plain. It helps it become visible. Another system is time blocking. So going back to the example of the one goal with the 10 tasks, and now you have to fit those tasks into your weeks and days, you block time to do it. I am a morning person, and know yourself. I'm a morning person. I get my best work done in the morning. So there are certain time blocks that I protect to work on key tasks, to work on tasks where I need to focus, where I need to concentrate. And then I create time blocks for less mentally intensive tasks. Another technique is batching your work. So depending on the task, you could do them together. You could probably listen to, and if you have a goal of reading X amount of books, you could listen to your audiobooks while you're in a taxi. In Trinidad, we have Maxis, your subway, in your car while you're driving to work. You bring tasks together to help you achieve your goal. In regular, everyday tasks, you could do the laundry or fold the laundry while watching your favorite Netflix series. Right now, I'm watching SWAT. So I batch a lot of my tasks while watching SWAT. So you want to get smart and you want to create systems that would allow you to ease into your goals, to ease into execution, to support your execution. Yeah. So number 4, systems for success, and it helps create structure. Number 5, accountability and support. You know that I am big on accountability because life is not meant to be journeyed alone. So who is going to hold you accountable? So you've done the reflection and review. You already gained clarity. You spend time with God, getting clear on what you want, what you need to do. You would have planned and prioritized. You have your systems. Everything looks beautiful on paper. But then, who's going to ensure that you get it done? Listen, sometimes based on the goal, some goals are easier than some. Not all goals are equal. There's some goals we could do it in a breeze. But then there are some you need to tell somebody about it. Trust me, somebody needs to hold you accountable. I have an accountability partner. You find accountability with coaches. I always say, if Oprah needs a coach, trust me, you need one too. And that accountability partner would encourage you when things, get you down. Every day will not be the same. Sometimes issues of life can get you down. That accountability coach, that accountability partner, but it give you the encouragement and the push to move forward. When you work with experts like myself who are a coach, they would help you gain clarity because sometimes you get stuck because of whatever roadblock, and just talking to someone, seeking guidance and counsel would relieve that burden. So accountability helps. Life is not meant to be journeyed alone. Sometimes, you're burned out. And that accountability partner would help hold your hand, would help lift you up, would help bring that bottle of water while you're in that marathon. So really and truly consider getting a trusted accountability partner. And sometimes you need some tough love, that shake up. And you need to choose your accountability partner wisely. So there's some things, I know there's certain people I cannot ask to be my accountability partner because they will encourage me in my moping. They will soften when I come with a complaint. Yeah. So you want somebody who could definitely hold you accountable in your journey. Yeah. So number 6, let's talk about the important word that begins with R, and it's called rest. Even with a solid plan, even with accountability, even with all the clarity in the world, you need to schedule rest. Rest is not a privilege. It's not a reward. It is a requirement. I want you to remember this. Rest to rise. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Actually, people should be getting from your overflow. Yeah, take note of that. People should be getting from your overflow. Rest to rise. In your time blocking, as I mentioned in the systems, as a part of the system, you want to time block and block out time, periods of time to just rest. Rest. And resting doesn't mean sleeping. Resting could mean just doing a digital pause, spending time in God's word, spending time reading a book, spending time doing the things you love, spending time on things to energize you, because energy is a currency and it depletes. Yeah. So you want to fill yourself up. And when you're reflecting, what are some of the things? Ask yourself, what are some of the things that energizes me? And you want to focus on doing those things, because those things will set you up for success. And the greatest example of the importance of rest is God when he was creating the world. And what did he do on the 7th day? He rested. So this is your reminder to rest. And I'm telling you this from a place of experience. I was that person who used to go, boss babe, independent babe, getting things done, working, burning the midnight oil till 3, 4 in the morning. Next day you're tired, next day you can't focus. How useful are you even to yourself when you don't rest? So rest to rise. Rest is a requirement. It's not a reward. So be intentional with your rest. And then I want to encourage you. This is my last point, to just take action. At this point, I want you know that there are some things you just need to get done to move forward. Take action. Make that phone call to that resource. Sign up for that course. Send a message to that coach you've been eyeing to ask a question. Don't let issues and these defeating thoughts keep you back. Know that you're destined for greatness. Know that you're on this earth for a purpose. The world needs you. Somebody, let me tell you this. This is something that God reminded me of recently. Somebody is waiting on you to act. Somebody is waiting for you to act in purpose and intentionally. Somebody is looking on and they will be encouraged by the action, the courageous and inspired action that you take. Don't wait. So for this quarter, and for whatever time you're looking at this, I just want to share this encouraging video for you with some tips and some strategies on how you could slay your quarter, slay your months, slay your weeks, and slay your days. So just a quick recap. Reflect and reset. Get clear on your goals. Get clear on where you want to go. Spend time with God, because he is the author and he is the finisher of our faith. He knows. And he's just waiting on us to come to him. Trust me, it gets much easier when you trust in God. Plan with intention and prioritize. Prioritize. I don't believe in balance. I believe in prioritizing. Create systems. What systems are you setting up for yourself to ease into your goals, to help you manage your days and time well, to be a good steward of your time? I gave some examples. Time blocking, putting things in your calendar. Oh, another one. I love using the Pomodoro technique, where I work for 25 minutes and I rest for 5. Work for another 25 minutes and rest for 5 minutes. The third 25 minutes, I rest for 10 or 15 minutes. Be smart in your execution. Find accountability. Get an accountability partner. Life is not meant to be journeyed alone. You don't need to do it all. You don't. When you reach out for help, when you reach out for support, you will be amazed of how further and how faster you can reach. I helped a client write her book in 7 weeks, I almost said days, in 7 weeks, because she just decided to reach out. And it was a magical experience. Protect your energy through rest. Remember to rest, to rise. And then finally, I want you to take courageous action. Take action. You can do it. I am rooting for you. I know you can do it. So thank you for watching. And if you found this video helpful, remember to like, subscribe, and share. Sharing is caring. I really hope this video was helpful. And if it was, let me know in the comments below. Give me some love. Until I see you in the next video. Bye.